This time of the year again, pumpkin pie. Yes, Halloween. So I'm gonna make pumpkin pie, pumpkin pie or butternut squash pie for Halloween. So let's start it. Alright, so I'm gonna peel those. Remove that thin skin. Right, then we're gonna cut them. I'm just gonna cut them in pieces. Okay, into a gas straw, we're gonna roast them so they will have a nice roasty flavor. Some melted butter, in the oven 180 until nice and cooked, slightly burn maybe. That will give a nice flavor. There you go, out of the oven, nicely roasted, a bit of color here. They are tender. Lovely. So we let them cool down and we're gonna blitz it with all the spice, the eggs, the cream. Yum yum. Right, so we're gonna have to make this sweet pastry with a bit of nuts and pumpkin seed inside. I think I'm just gonna go for pecan nuts and pumpkin seed, roasted pumpkin seed. That flavor is really nice. We're gonna go for 500 grams of butter, softened in the microwave. Mixed with 375 icing sugar. That goes in a bowl. Flour, 1 kilo and 150 grams of plain flour. There. The butter is ready. Softened butter here with the icing sugar, and let's blitz those two with the paddle. I might mix it by hand first quickly, otherwise the icing sugar is gonna fly everywhere. Alright, let's blitz it. Second speed until nice and pale. Here we have 150 grams of plain flour. And here we're gonna crack 250 grams of eggs. And 250. So that's 5 eggs, yeah? So let's get ready some nuts now. Alright. The blade, how many grams? Maybe 200 grams in total. Let's see what it does. Yeah. 150 pecan nuts, 150 roasted pumpkin seed. So we're gonna blitz that, but not too powdery, just little bit, so it's chunky, but not too chunky, quite small. Yes. Bit more. There you go. See, we have small chunks. They will carry on breaking when we roll the pastry. The both together works really well. It's nice. Lovely, lovely. Okay, butter and sugar is nice and pale, so we're gonna add the eggs now. Let's put our nuts. The flour. First speed until nice and combined. Yeah, this is lovely. Good amount of nuts. Beautiful, yeah? Smells good. So we're gonna let it cool down on the tray until tomorrow, and we will work it out to tomorrow. Okay, so we are tomorrow now. Good morning. Okay, so the pastry, it's nice and hard, so that's good. Oh, very hard. I'll be alright. Yeah. Let's take a piece. I'm gonna make some individual tarts. So you can make a big one or individual, whatever. So I'm just gonna work out the dough again to soften it up a bit so it's easy to roll. It's gonna be very nice with all those nuts. So I break it up like that, you see. And then roll it again. It's nice to work it when it's really cold, so it's easier. No, nothing. Right. So, there, bit of flour. So you roll it the thickness you like. I like quite thin, not too thick. So you have a thin crust, especially for individual. For a tart you can go a bit thicker because you got just the bottom and the back, you know, on the slice of a tart. But this one it's all around and the bottom, so you want quite thin. There you go. So now we're gonna cut with a cutter, the right size. So the size of the ring, size of the cutter is slightly bigger, you see? The ring can go in. So then when you put the pastry in the ring, it goes up the edge, no problem. trimmings will reunite them to be rolled again. So for the time being, those little cuts can go back to the fridge. I'm gonna cut enough to do all those rings here. I will crack them. That's it, I'm all set. So let's butter the rings now. So the pastry stick on it. So, for this kind of ring, or any kind of ring basically, you place the pastry on top, you push it in, and then, once it's all in, press all around the edge to squeeze the pastry against the ring and the bottom. Again, with a different angle, pastry on top, push it in. Once it's all in, press the edge like that, so you have like a very square bottom here, no gaps. If you have gaps, let's say if you have done it like that, and you see the gaps, if you leave it like that, the edge of the tart will slide down to take the shape of the ring. So you really want it to shape it when it's raw before baking, so it doesn't slide down, so you keep the high edge. That's it, really. That's just the thing to be careful with. Okay, so now we're gonna make the pumpkin mix. So that's my roasted butternut. Now they are very cold, so that's good. Well, I could have blitzed it yesterday when they were warm, but I did not have the tart cases yet. Right, so we're gonna start with 450 grams of roasted pumpkin. Then I got some muscovado sugar, so dark soft brown sugar. I'm gonna put 32.5 grams. I'll just put 30 grams. And 45 of the light brown sugar. Some people use only this one, but I'm scared that it will cover the taste of the pumpkin. That's why I'm mixing both sugar. Okay, sugar-wise, we good. Double cream. So double cream, we're gonna put 275 there. Let's blitz it and we'll add the spice after. Pour it into a bowl and finish mixing the spice and the eggs by hand. Little bit of ginger, grated, fresh ginger. I always put it in the freezer, it's easier to grate. Then we have a teaspoon of cinnamon. Half a teaspoon of mixed spice, which is cinnamon, coriander, caraway, ginger, nutmeg, cloves, fennel, turmeric, so it's a big spice. Smells good. Now we're gonna put 3 eggs. Let's mix the eggs through. And now tasty. Ginger is very settled, so just what it needs. I don't have the mixed spice, the whole spice much. I guess I'm gonna put another half teaspoon. Well, we've got an American boy in Dartmouth and he just told me that he really needs to be punchy with the spices. So definitely I didn't put enough. So it's really up to you guys. Yeah, that's better. That's it. Alright, so now we're gonna pour it into our tart cases, right up to the level. Let's see how many we can make with this mix. Yeah, 16 tart and a bit. So I'm gonna mix some more pumpkin now to finish my 2 trays. Those tart, by the way, they are 8 centimeter diameter. So with this mix, you can make 16 tart, which is pretty good. And we're gonna stick it in the oven, 170 for, I don't know yet. Guys, the tart has been 26 minutes in the oven. Look at those. So we're gonna let them cool down. Shame because the dome's gonna collapse a little bit when it cools down. Shame that, isn't it? I wish it could stay like that. So we check the bottom of the tart, nicely cooked. They smell really nice. And you have every flavor. You have the pumpkin smell, the spice, ginger, nuts. It's everything. So everything is settled. That's pretty good. So let's finish them with a beautiful flavored chantilly. I was thinking a bit of orange zest, vanilla, and that's it. So whipping cream, what do we have here? We have 400 exactly, actually. So we're gonna sweeten the cream, whipping cream, with 10% sugar, so 40 grams. Let's put half of vanilla pod in it. Scrape the seeds. Up, all in there. And orange zest just at the end. So mix it through gently so then it can bleed a little bit orange. If we put it too early, it will color the whole chantilly. Alright, chantilly is well whipped. I can see the vanilla seeds. Let's grate a bit of orange in it. Alright, the little tarts are cool now. I'm just gonna put a clear glaze on it, a bit of shine. There you go. Then, for the chantilly, I'm gonna use the Saint-Honoré nozzle, you know, the V shape. And let's do a swirly swirly. You can see a little bit the orange bleeding through here. I think a sprinkle of cinnamon. A bit of red coulis would have been nice to make a bit of blood. But let's not push it. So I got my little setup here. Up. Nice. Oh, dead leaves. Oh, it's gonna be beautiful for the picture. There you go. Dead leaves here. Oh, very dramatic display. Let's see, let's see. I hope it's good. The pumpkin mix inside is very fluffy and soft. The pastry has a nice bite. Oh, that's lovely. Happy Halloween, everyone. Hope you have a great time.